step one is looking at the needs analysis. So, what is the current state of play in your organization? You can get this information through an engagement survey, you can get feedback from people, you can have a look at retention figures if you have access to that. So, retention figures, reasons for quitting or reasons for leaving from exit interviews. And then how much does it cost when someone leaves the business? Now, I've seen stats that range from anywhere between 30% of an individual's salary, their annual salary, and 200% of a person's salary. So, say, for example, if someone is earning €50,000, that when that person leaves the business, it could cost that business anywhere between 15,000 and €100,000 in order to replace them. If you think of everything that goes into replacing an employee, there is the time and effort required to actually find that replacement, to train them up. There's likely to be a gap in productivity before the new person gets up to speed. There's kind of I was going to say breakdown in relationships, but really what I mean is there's a kind of a disconnect maybe. So the previous person had built up really strong relationships, but it's going to take the new person a little while to build up that same level of relationship as well. That doesn't even bring into consideration the fees from a recruitment agency, for example, as well. Now, once you have this information, you need to link it back to the business's objectives. Number 3 then is to look at the ROI, the return on investment. So what kind of return on investment are you expecting to get? You can't expect the program to solve all of the problems that you have, but I think if you can make it really clear a specific outcome that is going to happen as a result of this program that you're running. Now, if we sort of aggregate the information that we had from the previous example and say, okay, so this number of people are leaving the business overall. This is the average salary that they're costing. So let's say 10 people left the business and the average cost for each one of those people who left the organization is 30K. That's a cost of 300K in total. Now, you're not going to say that you're going to solve the entire retention issue, and you're not going to say necessarily that every single person who goes through this development program is not going to resign, because I think that's a bit unrealistic. But if you could say that you can reduce that number by half so that only 5 people leave the organization instead of 10, that's a saving of 150,000.